Pacify, soothe, make calm or quiet, subdue. Dentists criticize the practice of giving fussy children sweets to pacify them. Palliate, ease pain, make less severe or offensive. If we cannot cure this disease at present, we can at least try to palliate the symptoms. Pallet small, poor bed. The weary traveler went to sleep on his straw pallet. Pallet pale, 1. Because their occupation requires that they work at night and sleep during the day, they have an exceptionally pallid complexion. Parable, short simple story teaching a moral. Let us apply to our own conduct the lesson that this parable teaches. Parley conference. The peace parley has not produced the anticipated truce. Paroxysm, fit or attack of pain, laughter, rage. When he heard of his son's misdeeds, he was seized by a paroxysm of rage. Passé, old-fashioned, past the prime. Her style is passé and reminiscent of the Victorian era. Pastoral, rural. In the stories of pastoral life, we find an understanding of the daily tasks of country folk. Patent, open for the public to read, obvious. It was patent to everyone that the witness spoke the truth. Pathetic, causing sadness, compassion, pity, touching. Everyone in the auditorium was weeping by the time she finished her pathetic tale about the orphan boy. Patriarch, father and ruler of a family or tribe. In many primitive tribes, the leader and lawmaker was the patriarch. Patrician, noble, aristocratic. We greatly admired her well-bred, patrician elegance. Paucity, scarcity. They closed the restaurant because the paucity of customers made it uneconomical to operate. Pauper, very poor person. Though he was living on a reduced income, he was by no means a pauper. Pedagogue, teacher. He could never be a stuffy pedagogue, his classes were always lively and filled with humor. Pell-mell, in confusion, disorderly. The excited students dashed pell-mell into the stadium to celebrate the victory. Penchant, strong inclination, liking. He has a penchant for taking risks. Penitent, repentant. When he realized the enormity of his crime, he became remorseful and penitent. Perfidious, treacherous, disloyal. When he realized that his friend had betrayed him, he broke with such a perfidious friend. Perfunctory, superficial, not thorough, lacking interest, care or enthusiasm. The auditor's perfunctory inspection of the books overlooked many errors. Personable, attractive. The individual we are seeking to fill this position must be personable since he or she will be representing us before the public. Perspicacious, having insight, penetrating. The brilliant lawyer was known for his perspicacious deductions. Perspicuous, plainly expressed. Her perspicuous comments eliminated all possibility of misinterpretation. Pertinacious, stubborn, persistent. She is bound to succeed because her pertinacious nature will not permit her to quit. Pertinent, suitable, to the point. The lawyer wanted to know all the pertinent details. Petrify, turned to stone. His sudden and unexpected appearance seemed to petrify her. Petty, trivial, unimportant, very small. She had no major complaints to make about his work, only a few petty quibbles that were almost too minor to state. Pillage, plunder. The enemy pillaged the quiet village and left it in ruins. Plenary, complete, full. The union leader was given plenary power to negotiate a new contract with the employers. Plethora, excess, overabundance. She offered a plethora of excuses for her shortcomings. Polyglot, speaking several languages. New York City is a polyglot community because of the thousands of immigrants who settle there. Posterity, descendants, future generations. We hope to leave a better world to posterity. Pretext, excuse. She looked for a good pretext to get out of paying a visit to her aunt. Prevaricate, lie. Some people believe that to prevaricate in a good cause is justified and regard the statement as a white lie. Privation, hardship, want. In his youth, he knew hunger and privation. Prod, poke, stir up, urge. If you prod her hard enough, she will eventually clean her room. Prodigal, wasteful, reckless with money. Don't be so prodigal, spending my money. When you have earned some money, you can waste as much of it as you want. Prolific, abundantly fruitful. She was a prolific writer who produced as many as 3 books a year. Propensity, natural inclination. Convinced of his own talent, he has an unfortunate propensity to belittle the talents of others. Provender, dry food fodder. I am not afraid of a severe winter because I have stored a large quantity of provender for the cattle. Prudent, cautious, careful. A miser hoards money, not because he is prudent, but because he is greedy. Psyche, soul, mind. It is difficult to delve into the psyche of a human being. Puerile, childish. His puerile pranks sometimes offended his more mature friends. Punitive, punishing. He asked for punitive measures against the offender.